You're watching Rock Titan TV, featuring RATT with lead singer Stephen Pearcy.
Alright, so Rock Titan fans out there, I've walked the streets of Philadelphia for years now, you know, and especially on South Street, I have definitely crossed some rats in my day.
There you go.
But I have never seen a rat quite as marvelous as the one I'm with here right now.
One that yells at you?
Yeah. Mr. Stephen Pearcy, how are you, man?
Real good. How are you, brother?
Good. What an amazing set. Of course, we just wrapped everything up here, and this is only the second show so far on your tour.
Yeah. We did a couple shows before this, but they're spread out.
We got some serious love here tonight. City of Brotherly Love.
Yeah, I'm telling you, and some good friends here, so it made it even better.
Yeah?
You know, sure, yeah. We like a good party.
How does it feel to be back with the guys again?
It's like
back from work.
It's like riding a bike, you know?
Yeah.
You know, I go out and do my solo thing, but when the band, you know, every now and then people understand that you must take a hiatus, and unfortunately our situation's somebody didn't like it, and we're not gonna go there.
Yeah,
but,
we don't need to go there.
So things got taken care of, and we grabbed our rat by the tail, and we're back for more.
You did. You're back for more, man, and it's great.
Yeah, so it's all good.
So now that you guys have been playing together and you guys are back together again, hopefully there's not another hiatus on the horizon here. You talking about doing some new stuff?
Yeah. Warren and I have written a couple tunes, and I just finished my record, Smash, and
I want to talk about that real quick too. Yeah.
And so it was a good work ethic process and good for what we're going to try to prepare to do here.
That is awesome.
You know, so
that is awesome.
Yeah, Warren and I, you know, now Juan's back in the mix. It won't be like Infestation. You know, we'll have three of us, up to 4 writers, you know, involved.
Well, one of the things I love about you guys the most is your music videos. You know, and we were just talking about television music videos back in the day. You guys had some of the best ones, and you always had the hottest chicks.
Yeah, we also tried to put in a little humor and not take things so seriously, because everybody was so serious back then, and all we wanted to do was have a great time. We didn't know if it was going to last a week or a year, or if, you know, we didn't even know we were going to get a plastic record, let alone multi-million.
Multi-platinum, platinum,
so
gold.
So it's kind of like a plus, you know, and so we kind of kept the videos, you know. Our manager at the time was Milton Berle's nephew, and as you know, Milton was in a couple of our videos.
Right.
And he kind of said, hey, you know, you can do what you do, but try to, you know, just humor people. Put some humor in there, because, you know, that's what it's all about. You don't have to talk we're not political. We're not, you know, any of this bullshit. And so it just made sense, you know. We've done some trippy stuff, but it's always tongue-in-cheek, you know. We don't take ourselves that serious. Our music we take seriously. We're not, you know.
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, what's amazing to me is like looking at this crowd tonight.
Yeah.
You know, that we have here at the TLA, packed house, couldn't even freaking move, and the set list that you guys rolled out. I mean, it's like the whole crowd knew every single song, every single lyric of every song.
Yeah, it was pretty heavy.
The hits that you guys have cranked out over the years, it's unbelievable. I mean, like every single record you guys have had.
Thank you. Yeah.
Multiple hits on every single record. There's not a lot of bands and musicians who can say that.
Yeah, it's...
Does that ever dawn on you? Do you ever look back thinking, man, we've done some good stuff?
Well, you know, our biggest song, obviously, Round and Round. I mean, look,
you think that's your biggest song?
Well, it is. But,
is it?
You know, but it was written in a matter of days and tightened up in a matter of weeks, and that was just me, Robin, and Warren with 2 cassette tape decks.
Get out of here.
Bouncing tracks back and forth. We didn't know we had a hit song.
Round and Round, that's huge. Well, you know, the funny thing is, like, the first one that I remember that really got me into rap was Body Talk.
Ah, I love that song.
And I heard Body Talk on the Eddie Murphy movie, The Golden Child.
Yeah,
that's what I saw. That's what got me into you guys.
Yeah, we did a lot of those, the Weird Science and, you know, Point Breaks, and we did a bunch of those.
Yeah. So, Smash.
Yes,
that was your solo project.
Yes, just released January 27th.
Yeah, it just came out great.
Doing good.
Yeah, it was really solid. And I listened to every single track, you know, and I checked that out. Yeah, it's on YouTube, so everyone go check out Smash.
Yes,
all right?
please, Smash.
It's great stuff.
Yeah.
And I just saw the music video that you did for that 10 Miles Wide. And again, true to your style, beautiful women, beautiful women in
Yeah,
it.
you know, what's interesting about Smash is
You get all the
I can
girls,
do. No, well, I can do different stuff in music that I pretty much can't do in rap because
Right.
rap is its own entity.
Sure,
When we
sure.
write, so Eric and I, lead guitar player, writer for my solo stuff, and me, we can do anything.
Right.
And that's exactly what we did on this record. We actually thought, we said, you know, let's do something really diverse this time. Let's not just go in and crank out a bunch of, let's do some thinking here. And I did. And you know, it's not a boy, you know, the video is not a boy-girl video. It's about interstellar and, you know, alien and, you know, and so it's kind of, and it's kind of, you know,
a lot of symbolism.
yeah, and then, you know, some other songs like Passion Infinity. It's like, you know, telling people to, you know, open your eyes and, you know, and speak, you know. So we had fun with it. And then again, I threw in a song like Lollipop and,
Right.
you know, the fun stuff. But this is pretty much a heavy record for us.
Yeah.
You know?
Now,
Pretty heavy.
Since you did that, do you feel like that kind of got your juices flowing again to where you really do want to get back into the, you know, the studio with the guys, do some new stuff?
With RATT, it's easy because we all write.
Right,
And
right.
I, you know, I write too, play guitar, whatever. So we get together and it's a whole nother process. It's like, you know, I could be hanging with Warren at a pool at his house and,
Right.
and he'll go, listen to this. And then right away, if I start thinking of a melody, he'll go, oh shit, let's go in the studio.
Yeah.
And then there we are, demoing a song. And
That's killer.
Same could be with Juan. Just, you know, hey, check this out. And he's got a studio, just go there and demo it up.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's a lot more comfortable studying now this time around.
So now you guys are back out on tour together, all right? And I know you guys are going to be making your way, I guess, gradually across the Midwest.
Yeah, and then what we really wanted to do was just put the foot in the door
Yeah.
and up somebody's ass and let the people know what was really going on and that, hey, we take this shit very seriously and you know, we have a good time, but we've been around enough and long enough to know, hey, it's time to do something. And we like records. We
Right.
like writing.
Right.
You know.
Well, I'm just so glad you guys are back
So,
together
yeah.
again, you know?
It's fun.
Oh,
It's fun.
it's awesome. Listening to you guys tonight, I mean,
Yeah, and we're all able to do our own
you guys brought your
thing.
A game. You were
Yeah.
on.
Thank you. And we're all, you know, we all do our own, you know, Juan has his project, I do mine. And
Yeah.
Warren
Bringing
does
Carlos
stuff,
in, I
and
thought that was really cool. He and
Yeah.
Warren together, both rocking out. I mean, kind of shredding back and forth.
Carlos
That
has
was
been
really
around
cool.
with us for quite a while.
Yeah.
He fit the mold of Robin, bless him, you know.
Right.
And it was one of those things, you know, you had to have the right chemistry in person, and he was the guy. You know?
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Well, Quiet Riot, you know, I mean, that
Oh
was
yeah,
kind
I
of
mean,
like
no slouch.
right, you know, I mean, there's the same era, you know, when you guys were all coming out.
We've
so-
known each other since
I was gonna say,
forever.
yeah.
You know, so you know
Yeah, very
that's
cool.
another thing.
Yeah. Now, since you guys all got back together just as RATT, have you been talking with any of the other bands that you kind of came up through the ranks with, you know, and talked about maybe doing any collaborative festivals or anything like that?
Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're headlining a bunch of festivals right now.
Okay, all right.
Starting M3 this Saturday. Then we do
got the M3 on what, Sunday?
Rocklahoma,
Yeah,
and then
okay,
we got
Rocklahoma.
Rock Fest,
Nice.
a couple Rock Fests to do, and
Okay.
there's talk of Sturgis, and you know, but you know, we want to just gear up for the real deal
Right.
next year.
All right,
And
cool.
that means we'd like
This
to
is
give
good.
you
We're
some
thinking long-term.
like to give you some new music.
You're
not
thinking long
just,
term.
you
I dig
know,
this.
yeah,
This is
yeah.
great.
Well, you only go once around the ride, you know, and
Round and
we're
round,
lucky
round
we're
and round,
here,
man.
and
Come
you know,
on.
so it's all good.
Yeah, very cool. All right. Well, Rock Titan fans, you are here with the man, Stephen Pearcy of RATT. And make sure you go check them out online. Check out their tour dates because you guys will be playing for, you know,
Yeah, we're
Next
out
couple
there.
months.
Yeah, solo band's doing its thing.
Yeah.
We're doing the Rats out there.
make sure you go check out Smash too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you, brother.
You the man.
Thank you.
All right. We're out.